If you're recreating the same text styles, sounds, or captions every time you edit, you're wasting hours searching them up. CapCut actually lets you save presets so you can reuse everything instantly, and I'm telling you, it's gonna save you so much time. All right, so let's dive into my phone. So first we're gonna start with adding a text. Now I typically use these presets for text or captions because I think those are used the most, and I like the brand identity of something that's very similar in all my videos. So I'm gonna go to add text. You see at the top, I'm going to scroll all the way to the right, you're going to see presets. When I click on presets, you can see I already have some that are created. I'm going to cancel these out because I want to create a new one at the top right where it says save as preset. That's my goal. So I'm going to go back to fonts. Maybe I want this trend font. I like that. And then the style of it, maybe I want it to be yellow with a black border like this. Maybe I want it at the top of the screen. And even on the animation, maybe I want it to have typing like this. All I'm going to do now is go to presets like we did before. I'm going to hit save as preset. So now it's going to have it there every time I want to add text. Okay, so now if I go add text, it's already there because I used it before. And let's just do test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. So now I have my text up at the screen. Okay, and then again, maybe later I want to use the same one. I have that preset here, and if it's the last one I use, it's still going to be there. Maybe I wanted to go to a different one like this one, okay? Then I have that preset there as well. And again, it's going to put it wherever I had it before when I set that preset. So I had it both at the top of the screen. That's where it's going to be. And again, this makes it so much easier for you not having to go one at a time, going through, finding the font, finding the color, finding the shadow, whatever you want to do to it. It's already done. And all I have to do is go to that preset. And the same thing works for your captions. So like, let's say I want to add captions to this. I'll use the auto captions. It's going to be the same thing. So I'm just going to go to style, and then I'm going to go all the way to the right. And then there's all my presets. You can see at the top it says save as preset. So it's the same thing. So like if I wanted to change it, I would just go through here again, change my font, change everything, and then go to my preset. And then I'd save it as a preset. And then when I go in, you're gonna see it's always gonna be there now. See, there's my new preset, preset 4. You can even name these too, so it's not just confusing. But again, that's how I have these presets now for my text or my captions. I don't use presets because they don't have this, but they do have favorites, which works for like sounds and stuff, which does come in clutch. So like, for example, maybe I wanna have a pop sound. Okay, so I go to pop. Maybe I want a pop sound because I'm trying to have something be very engaging. So like, all right, I like this little pop bubble sound, right? I'm going to go to this little bookmark right here. It's going to add to favorites. So now in the future, all I have to do is I don't have to search it up anymore. I go to that little bookmark right here. Now all my favorites are here. Now I'm only using sounds, but like I can go through here now. So if I know I always use a pop-up or I always use a swoosh sound or a typing sound, I just have to go here and I don't have to type it in every time. And again, it's funny, once you add all this up, you're gonna understand how much time it really saves you. And it's super easy to do. And again, it's right here in the preset. So let's go into desktop now. All right, on desktop, it's a little bit different, but pretty similar. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to add some text. All right, I'm going to start with the default one. So I'm gonna add some text. Let's do this so I can see it. Let's say I want it to be, let's just find a new font we haven't used yet. Maybe this one, cool, sure. And I'm like, I like this one. And then maybe I want red like this. Maybe I want all uppercase like this. Maybe I want it down low on this one, right? I have all this. Let's say I went through all this and I liked everything I had. Maybe I want to add a glow. Whatever, okay? Now I'm gonna go to save as preset, which is already at the bottom right. This will automatically pop up. So I'm gonna hit save as preset. Okay, so now, how do I find this? This is where in desktop, once you learn it, then you'll find it every time, but sometimes, like right now, you wouldn't be able to find it. When you're under your text tab, it's always gonna start with add text. But if you look to the left on that panel, you're gonna see something that says yours. You're gonna click on that. And then under favorites, which again, you could save these texts as favorites, but it's not going to be the full preset. I'm going to go to presets. Now I have all of my text here as presets. So maybe I wanted this one, okay? Maybe I wanted this one, whatever. All right, so now going along the video, maybe later on, I wanted to add some text. I can just hit this, and now I have that text that I can add here that I already created. And all I have to do is change what it says. Change what it says. All right, and that's it. So right there, there's my preset for that. Now I will say with captions on desktop, it doesn't let you save a preset though. I don't know if they're gonna change this. Hopefully they do. It's currently, it just grays it out. So like you'll see like when I add this and I generate it, you can see it's grayed out. Even when I change the font, I can change the font, I can change this, whatever. It's not letting me save it. So, and you can even see it doesn't say yours up here either. So it's something that they haven't fixed yet, but hopefully they do soon. Now, lastly, let me show you how to save favorites of like your sounds and stuff like that as well. So let's say I go to audio and you can see I already had one saved right here, but let's just go to sound effects, okay? And let's do some of the popular ones. So maybe I like this pop whoosh right here. I like this sound, okay? I'm gonna hit the star on here. So I'm just gonna hit the star. So now later, when I come back to this, I'm just gonna go to yours and then favorites, and there's the pop whoosh right there, okay? And then my other one was here, and then I just drag and add to wherever, or I can click the add to track right here. Again, that's how you save those favorites as well. You can do the same thing with your transitions and stuff too. Or even your effects. So as you can see, it's super easy to set up and will ultimately save you so much time in the long run. And speaking of saving time, if you've ever been stuck with shooting a horizontal video, but you needed it to go vertical, one of the best tools I've seen and use is inside of CapCut, and it's the reframing tool, which will literally take any horizontal video, put it in correct sizing in vertical, and it'll follow along with you, so it's not just a stagnant image of you. And it is insane to use, probably one of the best AI tools I've seen. If you guys want to check out a full breakdown of how to use that tool, go ahead and check that video out over here, and I'll see you there.